Hello everybody and welcome back again to Pokemon SoulSilver Randomized Nuzlocke. Good God, that is a mouthful. It's Pokemon, but the stakes are higher than ever. And the... tried to make a joke where like the second part was also higher than ever, and I just kind of couldn't do it. That's okay. Sometimes when you swing, you miss. Oh, is that the in-universe explanation? Why do you talk with a bad, stereotypical Jamaican accent, sir? Is that even what that's supposed to be? Maybe it's supposed to be like surfer? I don't know. I'm not gonna think about that anymore. Right, Sprout Tower. So I think that's actually where we want to go next, basically. Or do we... I think we could just fight Faulkner, but I want to see if we can do this first. Because I'd prefer to do the tower dungeon first. You know, add a new Pokemon or two to our lineup, maybe get some levels going. Oh. I wonder what he smells. Wait, don't you need a... No, I don't think you need an HM to get through here. I think you get one for clearing it. Yeah. Gotta fight these monk types. Don't serve the devil and all that. Hey, that's a Vulpix. That would be downright scary if we had picked the grass starter. But we didn't. So, you know, I think the secret here is simply to not send out bugs. We'll let Toto take care of this one. It's not very effective. The water gun should do the work for us here. There we go. That's what it's all about. Execute. Okay. Well, for that one, we really don't want to be using a water type. Oh no, it's Cammy. Jokes aside, we use Poison Sting. Ooh, that's nasty. I would prefer to take you out before you have any chance to make good use of that. Okay. Well, we still fell asleep. However, the Execute is poisoned. So, like, Uproar? Y'all know Uproar? I didn't know that was part of Execute's moveset. Oh hey, Buzz leveled up. Cool. Spoink. Okay, yeah, we're gonna want to have Toto back out for that one. Already, we're starting to get some Pokemon that you definitely would not ordinarily see this early. I actually may have overreacted because, well, I failed to take into account the generally low level of this particular trainer's Pokemon, and also, I think Spoink might be one of those Pokemon that doesn't know any actual attacks that low a level. I'm not sure. Ordinarily, I think everybody up here has Bellsprouts and such, which would be a real problem for our particular party. If you're wondering why I'm heading back to the Pokemon Center, it's because I don't have anything to fix sleep on me. So we gotta just take our little friend back here if we want to wake him up. What's your story, Wobbuffet? Why not? Sorry, it's not a Wobbuffet yet. I don't know what level these guys evolve at. I should have looked that up. Hey, the Pokemon School. We will hit that place up after we're done in the Bell Tower. We actually probably should have gone there first, but I forgot that it was there. So that's entirely on me. You get like a Quick Claw, I think, if you do that, which is a moderately useful held item. There's also wild encounters somewhere in this the root fossil. Huh. Somewhere in this at some point, I think. Ordinarily I think you can run into like Ghastlies and stuff early on here. A Mankey. Alright. Yeah, I hate to do it, but this one we're gonna want to have Toto handle, just in case this thing knows any actual fighting type moves. Because those can be a problem. Especially this early. We got levels for both our Totodile and our Wynot. Abra. This should be very easy, since it shouldn't know any attacks. It'll just keep trying to teleport, and that not working, I think. Yeah. In later gens, what that does is it actually switches it out at the very least, but I think that was like a Gen 6 edition. That was a bit later. Another Abra. Screw it. Let's get some experience points for Peekaboo too. Let's go. Tackle. I'm just gonna whack him over and over until he faints. It's a very simple battle strategy. Yeah, I reduce my opponent's stats. I reduce HP to 0. Almost a level up there. I should be talking to these guys. Well, that was surprisingly... I don't know what I expected him to say, but it wasn't that. What's this? A pearl. We can sell that. I don't quite know what we're gonna do with that root fossil we found earlier. We might trade that in at some point. A Spearow? Okay. Well, we will attempt to catch this. But how? Let me think. I think just a couple attack, like maybe not even more than one. We'll see how much damage this does. Like a couple tackles should do this. I have a great nickname in mind for this bird. Ooh, it's feisty. The way that it pecks. Alright. We get the bag, we get the Pokeball. Pokeball go. Excellent. 10-star capture. 5-star is usually what people say, not 10-star, but hey, this is the new cool rating system I've invented myself. Alright. Now I'm gonna blow your mind with this nickname, by the way. Alright, pay attention. Brittany Spearow. Think about it. Ooh, a Curlia. Well, dang. I will not be shy about saying I kind of wish we had gotten that. But, uh-oh. Hold on. Okay, no. Shadow Tag does not prevent you from switching out, I guess. I thought briefly that it might have, which would have been, ooh, confusion, that's bad. We should switch, actually. No, we shouldn't. What am I saying? Just power through it. I think we'll be fine. A Curlia is actually a reasonably dangerous encounter, because it actually, you know, knows some attacks. Oh, alright, well. That's one way for things to end. Yo, this encounter music, though. I like it. It dings, as the kids say. Something vaguely funny to me about the idea of a Buddhist monk named Edmund. Probably shouldn't be. I mean, you know, Buddhism is practiced all over the world. I'm assuming these guys are supposed to be Buddhist, which might not be correct. But, like, you know, I shouldn't be judgmental. It's a bit of an interesting juxtaposition, I suppose. Once again, I have accidentally selected String Shot instead of Poison Sting. I don't know why I keep making this mistake. Hopefully it will not cost me dearly. Can I... God damn it! Okay. Self... This cannot be what we do during Nuzlocke gameplay. We click the fight button. We hit the poison stick attack. There we go. It's all very simple. Should have been like a 2-turn battle. If we hit it with one more, that should be, well, the end of it. No, actually, Wait, no, we should have switched out. Trap Inch is part ground, isn't it? Let me see here. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, no, let's switch to Meryl. I think we'll be fine here. We can switch out again if we need to. Yeah, alright. I probably cut it closer there than I reasonably should have, but it's okay. A Mareep? Shoot. Okay, I got an idea. We have exactly 2 Pokemon that are not weak to electricity. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have Wobbly stand out here and just hang out for a second while I heal up Buzz. I did also fail to consider that the Mareep might not know any electric moves yet. But it's better to be safe than sorry. Better to be safe than sorry, in my humble opinion. I do expect, though, that we probably will not face, like, any major challenges until we fight Faulkner. We'll see, though. I could end up eating those words. Stranger things have happened. They're on like the 3rd season now, I think. Haha. Everyone laughs at my joke. The audience roars with riotous applause. Also, this thing's a surprisingly tough customer. Or maybe it's just like poison sting. It's very low base damage. Could be that actually. Oh, I'm weak. Oh wow, already? Yeah, alright. Forgot how early the basic bugs from Gen 1 evolved. Dun, 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 dun. Alright. Hey, it sure did. I don't know what that voice was. By the way, I did realize between, like, as I was uploading the first episode, that, I left all of, like, all of our nicknames are in all caps. That's my bad, because I actually, the randomizer has an option to turn that off for default Pokemon names. And I have that on, and I just didn't use it, so, whoops. I mean, it's not that big of a deal, but it is a little bit aesthetically ugly. Also, I'm gonna pause, right, or save right here, rather. An oval stone? What's an oval stone? I don't think I know what that is. Makes certain species of Pokemon evolve. Okay. Is that like the thing that you need to evolve frickin' Happiny? Oh, I didn't realize there were wild encounters on this floor. A Nidoran. I might just scram. It seems like a good idea, actually. Can't escape. Alright, well, what if we did, though? Yeah, thank you. Because I would like to be at more or less full power for these monk encounters. Enlightened Pokemon, enlightened Pokemon, enlightened Pokemon. Oh shit, a Psyduck. That's surprisingly apropos, actually. Let's see here. Let's give Meryl a chance to do some damage. Tail Whip. Alright. It would seem we are matched, blow for blow. Except I critted, so... Come on. Again, probably should not have let that get as dire as it did, but we're fine. This little squirt sure made me hurt. What a troubling combination of words. We should not be shy about using our potions, like... We got them for a reason, you know? The Elephant's TM lights even the pitch black darkness. You guys like my monk voice? It's just me talking at a lower volume. An oddish. How oddish? I mean, this looks like a job for... Actually, no. We can have Brittany do this one, because she already knows Pet, which is a flying type move, and I believe, unless I've got my type chart mixed up, that should be super effective. Yeah, there we go. Doesn't actually do that much damage because of the level discrepancy, but you know. Honestly, if anything, we should be valuing the Spearow over the Meryl and the Kakuna at this point, because Fearow remains a solid powerhouse well into the game. Well, I mean, that's true. That's true. This would be real too, but We don't have the type coverage we do with Spearow on Meryl, and you know, mostly like Spearow's good against grass, which are like most of our other Pokemon are explicitly not. So like, you know, it's just good to have the insurance. Cherubi. There's a Pokemon I don't think about particularly often. It's another grass type, so we'll send Brittany out again. And honestly, like, it's not the most exciting team in the world, maybe, but we've got, like, a solid little group going on here. It might only know growth. Which, uh-oh. Oh. Well, I was concerned for about half a second there, and then I very quickly was not. Yeah! It's another level for Brittany. Send in Meryl. I mean, the fun thing to do would be to put their Meryl against ours, but, like, I think Brittany's pretty, like, perfectly capable of doing this on her own. We'll see. Yeah, it's only doing 3 damage. We might have to switch out halfway through. Probably should, actually, because if that crits, that's going to be a problem. Yeah, let's send out Buzz. See if we can poison it. Defense Curl? More like Defense Cowardice. I'm out here inflicting poison on your mans. You don't have any respite. Respite? I'm not actually sure how you say that word out loud. Now that I think of it. Ugh! Pardon me. A little bit of the tiredness setting in. Now then, we're actually gonna backtrack down to the Pokemon Center real quick, because I think you might have to fight your rival there. I forgot about that. And I would rather be all healed up if we gotta fight good old Komida again. We do run the very real risk of running into wild encounters in the meantime. By the way, if that thing that just happened has never happened to you in this game, you have inhuman coordination. And I am scared of you. God, the songs from this game, like I couldn't, if you asked me to sing them off the top of my head, I couldn't do it, but the second I hear them, I'm like, oh yeah, it's the one that goes like da-da-da-da-da, and so on. I don't get that with the Gen 1 games. I didn't play those until a little bit later in my life, and I don't have the same nostalgia for them. Gens 2 and 3, I know the music by heart. I actually played Gen 3 a good deal more, actually, because for a while, Pokemon Sapphire was like the only GBA game I owned. I got a Game Boy Advance and that for Christmas the one year. our family got into some dire financial straits the year after, so I couldn't really get anything else. So I spent that summer just like doing every possible thing I could find out about in Pokemon Sapphire. I think the one thing I didn't do was friggin' the whole rigmarole with the Reggie, etc. trio. Because that's, like, the sort of thing that's sort of fundamentally impossible for a young child to figure out on their own. I don't know I almost said Nintendo. I don't know what Game Freak was up to that particular day at the office. This is the rare thing where we should not lead with why not. I think we're actually going to want to lead with Buzz. What's your deal, bud? Just concerned about the swaying pillar. What a reasonable Kakuna. Okay, gamer. Well, I guess you don't. Maybe you just have to fight this guy? Uh-oh. A wild encounter. Why are you here? Well, we certainly don't want to put you up against a flying type. That would be ill-advised. God forbid the thing knows peck or something. The real crummy thing is that a Wingull would actually not be a terrible addition to our team. It is yet another water type, but, like, still. Yes. A Beldum? Alright, bud. Jeez. Yeah, we're gonna want to bring out Toto for this one. This is like the only thing we have that can reasonably take this out. And takedown is no freaking joke, although thankfully it doesn't seem to do much damage because of, I assume because of the level discrepancy. But dang, that was a scary couple seconds there for me mentally. A Piplup. I think we can switch back to Buzz for this one. That's a Pokemon you don't see particularly often on the other side of the playing field. You know, I never liked the Gen 4 starters all that much. I think my favorite one was actually Turtwig. Like, well, actually, I shouldn't phrase it that way. I like the Gen 4 starters just fine. It's just like they're lower on the list. They're in the lower tier for me. I don't think there's any bad starters really, despite what some may claim. But they're definitely down there as far as the ones that I like the least. We should switch out. This is not proving viable. This thing's got good stats, which I imagine is why its pound attacks are as powerful as they are, but that poison's gonna KO it in a second here. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Jigglypuff. We will keep Brittany out here. God, it's level 10. Hey, nice crit. Fuck. Alright, admittedly, I didn't think about that. Ooh. No. Let's just go for the big guns. Okay, defense curl, that's fine. We're going to be using water gun, so that doesn't even impact our damage. Okay. Yeah, fuck you. Oh, piss off. Alright. There we go. That was briefly a scary fight. Not the last one we'll have over the course of this playthrough, I'm sure. Yes, very cool. A Bellsprout that we do not have, but a Safari Ball. That's interesting. Can I just use that, like, regularly? I guess not. Well, you know. We can use it when we get to the Safari Zone, which is not going to be for quite some time, but, you know. Put Wobbly out front. Definitely not going to be using Brittany until we get back out of the tower, but that's fine. I don't know in the remakes if you actually need to teach anything Flash, hence its reassignment to a TM instead of an HM. I don't know if this is standard practice for Nuzlocke, but I am going to waive the rule about knockouts specifically only for whatever Pokemon we end up using as an HM caddy. We might, like, try to catch another Spearow for that. Just cause, like, it's good to have something for that that's not a combat Pokemon, because otherwise the whole thing becomes quite complicated. We will basically be treating any HM caddy Pokemon we pick up as though they did not exist for the purposes of all the other stuff in the Nuzlocke. I hope that is okay with everybody. Alright. So, how are we on items? Got 3 potions. I think we're good to take on Faulkner's Gym. We might have to head back to the Pokemon. We will probably have to head back to the Pokemon Center to heal up before we fight him. But we can take on his buddies first. Yeah. That will probably not actually end up being relevant. Because, I imagine that these guys don't have bird Pokemon. Oh, okay, well, you do at least. Ooh, that level. Level 9, huh? You guys were at level 9? This might prove to be a problem, if that's indicative of what the level curve is going to be like for this gym. Getting 2 growls in is very annoying. Fury attack. Excellent, excellent. Uh-oh. Wow. Alright. No. Come back. That took out half of our freaking health. It would be very funny to me if the gym ended up, like, still being a bird gym, just by complete coincidence. Well, that's good. Yeah, we've almost leveled up Brittany as well. What's your thoughts on this whole situation? Why not? It's very eager. Bird Masters, yes, of course. Ah, yes, my favorite flying type Pokemon, Jigglypuff. I'm gonna stop making jokes like that right about now, because they will get old very quickly if I don't. But still, like, you can picture it, right? A Jigglypuff flying through the air, maybe using its ears or something like that. It's comedy gold. Jigglypuffs are a problem chiefly because of Sing. Which thankfully has pretty low accuracy, but like, we don't have any awakenings. I always thought the anti-sleep medication in this game should be called like caffeine or something. But maybe I just have a dumb sense of humor. Actually, I certainly have a dumb sense of humor given, you know, Brittany Spiro. Fuck! Well, we were going to visit the Pokemon Center after this anyway. I'm gonna let her try for a turn or two to wake up. But, chiefly because the AI likes doing that. Just doing things that are not of any consequence. Yeah, okay. Oh wow, you're still awake, huh? Or still alive, rather. There you go. Let's go. Send out Biglet. No, I think this is fine. It's definitely fine. I wonder when Spiro learns Fury Attack. It's gotta be at some point between now and level 9, so soon is the answer regardless. There it goes. Hell yeah. Gah! Okay, so like I said, I wouldn't make any more jokes to this effect, but it is funny to me that that guy had a Diglett, which is like, in many ways, the conceptual opposite of a flying Pokemon. Alright, let's get everybody healed up back to full strength, and we will take on Faulkner. Falkner? I don't... Like, I get that it's a pun, but I'm still not sure how you say the name exactly. Pardon me. Sleepiness is setting in. Let's... Who do we want up front? I'm gonna say we want Buzz up front. Because if we can get an early poisoning on whatever he's gonna have leading his crew, that would be great. Alright. Let's do this. Give me your spiel, gym leader man. Alright, he's only got 2 Pokemon. What are they? A Bidoof! Hell yeah! Excellent. Bidoof is a very funny Pokemon to me. Like, People are always like, oh, Game Freak, they're so lazy. This Pokemon is just an animal. I need people to understand that in the case of Bidoof, that's why it's good. It's just a dumb beaver. I think Bibarel is actually like a fairly respectable Pokemon in its game of origin, at least. Uh-oh. We should switch out. Much as it is, you know, fun to slowly chip this thing down to death. Let's try to get Meryl to finish it off. I would prefer to leave Articuno and Totodile unscathed for whatever the next Pokemon is. Defense Curl. I'm gonna Defense Curl you right into next week. Now, no potion trickery with your first Pokemon here. Thank you. Cool. There it goes. A Clefairy? Alright. Clefairy is not a joke, especially not one that's freaking level 13? Alright. Okay, Encore is not that bad. We can just switch out. Hear me out. If we can catch it in a loop of doing like a stat move of some kind, that's not a stat move. Please. I want you to wake up. Oh no. No. No, 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 no. Okay. Well, we accomplished something there. I'm just gonna send out Toto. I think this is our best shot for ending this swiftly. Just water gun it, and I mean, we were gonna do that again anyway, so that's fine. If it wants to just keep using Encore, okay, I kind of figured that was coming, to be honest. You guys noticing a theme with our fights in this episode? A lot of, like, relatively strong normal type Pokemon. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, well, no, never mind. I was gonna say, did the randomizer theme this gym normal type? And then I was like, I don't think Spearow is part normal, and then I realized, well, Diglett is definitely not, so that theory went out the window. Okay, water gun it again. That's just what we're gonna keep doing, basically, until we no longer need to. Actually, let me try some. If it uses double, okay, I was gonna say if it uses double slap again, I think each hit would have counted toward upping Raju's attack. I guess we'll find out. Yeah, okay. It should take it out? Guess not, okay. Can we try one more time? I wish you wouldn't, is the thing. Alright, I'm not dumb enough to keep this out here while it's asleep and at relatively low health, let's bring out Brittany. It's Brittany, bitch. If I could just land a solid peck. And there we go. Alright. That wasn't nearly as bad as I thought it would be. I need to learn to believe in myself. Rock Smash, huh? I suppose that is what they replaced the flash requirement with in this game. Roost. We might teach that to Spearow. It's not a terrific move, but it's decent, and it will hopefully keep us from having to... what's this all about? Pokemart in Violet City. Cool. We might end up having to box some Pokemon, actually, in the regular box, as opposed to the great box in the sky. We will keep a separate box if we end up needing to do that. I don't believe there's generally any provision against willingly replacing your Pokemon from the box. We might, like, what we will probably end up doing, to be totally honest with you guys, is, boxing Meryl, just because his typing means that he kind of overlaps with what our starter is already doing, and in Nuzlocke, you really want to have diverse typing. But, I mean, we'll see. If it comes to that, we'll probably be boxing Meryl. We haven't lost anybody yet, and we got our first gym badge. So, I'm optimistic about the future. Now, I want to duck in here real quick. A, because we can nab a Pokemon in here. B, because I want to see if you can see without the... No, you super cannot. Alright, well... we won't go far from the entrance then. What's in here? A Drowsy! Ooh. Why, yes, I would like a Drowsy. Can I just... Hold on. Wobble, wobble, wobble. Click! Okay, you totally can just use a Drowsy ball, or a Safari ball, apparently. I mean, we could make a lot of terrible jokes about, haha, found a Drowsy in a cave, but have you ever considered that Drowsies have elephant-like trunks? And another thing that's inspired by elephants is seminal Black Eyed Peas album, Elephunk. Because that's what we're gonna name Drowsy after. And Drowsy is a really good get. Like... just because... I mean, the typing. A Meditite would have actually probably been slightly better, but I'm not gonna lose sleep over it. In fact, why don't we send him out? I assume he knows Confusion is probably the only move he's got right now. Okay. Well, Bide. Okay. He knows Pound and Hypnosis. Well, I know which one we're going to be using right now. I really would just like to put you to sleep. We are nearing the end of this episode, so I'm going to ask a question to you guys. And you can let me know in the comments. Is it cool if I train some of our lower level Pokemon off camera, away from the rules of the Nuzlocke and from your recording site, to train them a little bit, just to get them a couple levels, because getting Elephunk up to where we've got, you know, Toto and then at, would take a little bit of time, and I just worry that people might find that kind of boring to watch. But, you know, if people would rather see it because they want to keep the Nuzlocke, you know, more the integrity of it, or however you want to put it, I'm fine with that also. We're actually going to train Elephunk right now, just because we're nearing the end of the episode, and I don't want to get started off on some odd tangent for no particular... Yeah, like we wouldn't be able to do anything with wherever we're headed next, is what I'm getting at. Hey, a Chingling. This is a Pokemon I've not thought about in many moons. Uh-oh. This rat. It's an annoying move, to be certain. What if I hypnosis-size you, though? I think hypnosis might have very little accuracy. That would kind of square with what I recall. This is very irritating. I don't think it's really a serious threat. Because, like... Yeah, I was gonna say even if it crits, it's only like 3 damage, but... It's definitely, irritating. Can I just, like... Can I drop a potion on you, bud? We'll buy more before, the end of the episode. Not what I meant to hit. Just gonna smack you. When Drowsy uses Pound, do you think he uses his fists or his trunk? I kind of think it would be funnier if it was the trunk. But like, yeah, I want to keep Drowsy with us for as long as possible, because the strong psychic type is invaluable. They've got relatively few type weaknesses. They're strong against fighting types. I might possibly be making up reasons to justify keeping one because I really like psychic types. I even like Drowsy. I'm one of the few Drowsy line defenders. I think the Pokedex paints them poorly. People are like, oh, they're evil, they're creepy. They're just animals, people. Nobody calls bears evil because they freaking eat whole trash cans. Why would you call a Drowsy evil because it eats dreams? It's just what they do. It's not their fault. I'm just saying. The Drowsy defender is logged on. What is your ability, incidentally? Somewhat of a clown. I really like that description. It's insomnia. Okay. Well, that'll be good if we run into any more frickin' Jigglypuffs. It was kind of a recurring theme over the course of this episode. A Rattata. Elephunk the Elephant. Today I think I will beat up a rat on purpose. Don't get me wrong, I like Rattata too. I also realized after uploading the video that in the first episode we actually fought what the heck is his name? Joey, the kid who, ordinarily, he's got a Rattata. And he's the one who's like, my Rattata is in the top percentage of Rattatas. And I feel ashamed that I didn't recognize the master of this powerful purple Pokemon. I had a very profound fear that I was going to encounter something during the, like, in the space of those 3 tiles, and we would lose the Drowsy that I've been, giving apologia for the past 5 minutes. Apologia, I don't know how you pronounce that term either. You know, people say they're like something or rather apologist. What they're giving is apologia. Appalachian? Obama Snow. No, wait. What do you have to say right now? Just looking down steadily. What a strange readout. Wouldn't have taken a Drowsy for like the sunset is so beautiful type, but you know, shows what I know. Hypnosis. Alright, maybe we should just be switching out and letting the other Pokemon do the actual fighting. It'll be different once he learns Confusion, which I believe is the first actual psychic type move that Drowsy learns in its level up moveset. Now hopefully I remember when we do eventually go back through that cave. If we do, I don't remember if it's mandatory or not. That I already caught something there, but no promises. Also, I don't know why I'm leveling up Meryl if I'm if I'm planning to put it in the box in order to carry the egg with us. I should not do that. I should instead level up Brittany. Was gonna say Buzz, but I think the obvious, like the problems with putting out a bug type against a Wingull are fairly obvious. Heck yeah. But yeah, hey, I'm curious. You guys should put your, you know, what Pokemon from Gen 4 and before are you really looking forward to seeing? Gotta tell ya, did not expect to run into a Shellos. Like, I knew they were in this gen, intellectually speaking, but kind of forgot about them in a general sense, which is sad. You know, it says some not great things about me, because I have a Shellos in Shield. This baby. I have one of the blue ones, though. I don't have a pink one. I think that Shellos is a pretty fun Pokemon, actually. I like the thing it evolves into a little bit better. It's like a weird combination of a Nudibranch and a Loch Ness Monster, but it's an interesting little creature, to be sure. Alright, and I think that level up there is about gonna do it for us. What do you gotta say about that, Drowsy? The little descriptions for what the Pokemon are doing frickin' kill me, yo. But anyway, yeah, that's gonna do it for the second episode of this. So, if you are liking the series, Yes, I know. That was the timer going off. If you're liking the series, make sure you like the series. If you have any comments, feedback, suggestions, don't be afraid to post them in the YouTube comments. I do read them. I take them into great consideration. If you'd like to support the channel, there's links to my Patreon and my Ko-fi below. Yes, it is okay to overwrite that save file. Let's see. What else is there? I think that's about it, actually. So yeah. Knocked a bottle of pills on the floor. Thankfully it was closed, so no worries. But yeah, I hope to see you guys next time. See you then.